Hey guys, Crazy Postman here. Well, I got an interesting one for you today. If you remember a few weeks ago, we did the dry dash cam and it didn't go so well. In fact, I've been using it for a few weeks and it's still a complete disaster. I think, unfortunately, I'm going to have to remove it from the car and go a different route. And when I say go a different route, I am taking a pretty big left turn here on dash cams. So I've been involved in cryptocurrency since 2012. I don't mention it a lot on my channel because it's such a risky investment. I hate to tell somebody to do something and they lose money. You should always do your own research. And actually, let me go ahead and read this disclosure so we're all clear here. I am not a financial advisor, and this video is not financial advice. Investing in cryptocurrency is a risky investment, and you should only invest money that you can afford to lose. Please do your own research before making any investment decisions. So now that that's out of the way, I have been investing in Bitcoin, Ethereum, multiple other coins. Of course, I'm a Bitcoin first person, but I have dabbled in altcoins. One of my favorite altcoins you can see here on my shirt is Nano. It is the perfect money, but I'm starting to digress. Let's get back to my dash cam situation. So what I have here is called a Hivemapper. And how does that help me with my dash cam situation? And why did I have to give a cryptocurrency financial disclosure before I say anything about this? So the 100,000 foot view of what Hivemapper is it's basically a dash cam. You put it in your car and you drive around normally, and it does normal dash cam things, but it also contributes to a decentralized map. Think of it like Google Street View, except it gets updated daily when you're driving around. My car is now the Google Street View car. Everything that my dash cam records, it gets uploaded into the Hive. I don't know what they call it. I'm familiar with the idea of the project, but I haven't done a deep dive to completely understand everything. So I do know that you put this in your car, drive around like a normal dash cam. Ignore the weird green screen. I'm low budget here, okay? I don't have fancy sets and graphics, so it's gone. Oh, it's here. So when you do your mapping, you get rewarded with what they call the honey token. So of course I've been involved in regular crypto for years. I've contributed to the Helium network. I've contributed to Coin. It's an app you use on your phone. The Helium network is a hotspot you have to put on your roof of your house. And I've done both of these. I've made videos about them in the past, somewhere deep buried in my channel. So let's flip over to the website here and learn about the Hivemapper. Let's go ahead and let me make my background just gone. There we go. So this is the standard Hivemapper page. So everywhere there is a bright pink area, that means somebody has recently mapped that area. So we can zoom in here to Tampa, and of course all the interstates and major roads stay very up to date. But some of these city streets, if you zoom in here, you can see they're not as bright pink. So here's the interstate here. And then, and it's been a while since somebody's been down Beach Street. So the way I understand it is you can update the maps once per week. So if you drive up and down the same highway all day, every day, it's not going to continue to give you honey tokens for the same pictures 7 days a week. You are allowed to update the area one time per week, but other than that, you need to drive in other areas to continue earning honey tokens. So looking at the side over here, you can see there is 34 million kilometers mapped, 4.7 million unique kilometers mapped, 20,000 contributors, 791 regions, 20,000 people on the network is about the same time I got into the Helium. I was roughly 18,000, I think, in the Helium network, so I'm roughly 20,000 in the Hivemapper network, or the honey, whatever they, in the hive. I'm not sure what they're calling it. This is the Explorer. It shows you everything. Of course, I live over here in western Oklahoma, and somebody has already mapped the highways north and south. I actually live here in Altus, but nobody's connected. I go to Lawton all the time, and that road is not connected yet. So I will be able to map this road, no problem. I'm not sure how much I will earn from it, but we will find out together, I guess. Let's go to the Explain Like I'm 5 section. What you got to do to join the Hivemapper community. You get a dash cam and put it in your car. Okay, that's what I'm doing. This is the dash cam. It's here. Well, I mean, this is a box, but it contains the dash cam. I'm going to take out that dried camera that I installed and put this Hivemapper camera in, and we're going to start. I mean, I don't have to do anything. I just have to put this in my car and I start earning cryptocurrency. I mean, it sounds too good to be true, and that's where the disclaimers start coming in, because I don't know. I hate to give y'all bad advice. It might be too good to be true, but I'm going to find this out, and y'all can come along with me. But if you want to jump in, don't blame the postman, okay? I'm telling you to do your own research. Number 1, get a dash cam and put it in your car. Number 2, install the Hivemapper app on your phone. And that's important. You have to have that app on your phone, because the camera is going to download the pictures to your phone, and the phone uploads it to the internet, to the Hive, whatever. So you're going to want unlimited data on your phone. If you have a limited data plan, you don't want to do that. So here's an important thing. If you don't have a car or can't afford a dash cam, you can still help the network by being an AI trainer. So I've done this a little bit, and basically what I was doing was it would show you a speed limit sign, like it was a 65 mile an hour speed limit sign, and it would give you choices underneath, and you would click 65. And then as soon as you click 65, a new one would come up. So you're basically being a labeler. You're telling the AI that says 65. And supposedly it's going to learn over time. So you have to install the Phantom app on your phone, because Honey is on Solana. So you need the Phantom app to run on your phone, and you'll have to connect it to Hivemapper to sign in. Your wallet address is going to be your credentials. Literally just put the dash cam in your car, put the app on your phone, and download the wallet, and you're good to go. The Hivemapper dash cam is not a sexy looking dash cam. It's basically a big block that's just going to sit up in your window. They are making a slicker looking dash cam S that has more lenses, and it's thinner, and it'll be a much better looking dash cam to have in your windshield. But for now, you just get this big block to put up in your windshield. So get your dash cam, you get your app, start going. So I think we're done now in the studio. Let's get out to the car and install this in the car. I will show you both apps on my phone, the wallet app and the Hivemapper app. And of course, I'll show you the camera. So here we are in my car. You're gonna have to forgive the air conditioning. If you can see down there, it's 113 degrees out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and uninstall that dried 4K real quick, and I will get back with y'all before I start installing the Hivemapper here. So after much rubbing and scrubbing, I got all the glue off the window. I just have my power cord waiting up there for me now. Let's go ahead and dig into the Hivemapper kit here. Let's build a better map together. All right. By mapping with the Hivemapper dashcam, you are helping build a new kind of map, owned and operated by all of us. Let's go mapping. Okay. And there it is. There's your Hivemapper and your accessories. Go ahead and pull that bad boy out. Man, that is a chunky thing. Interesting. There's a USB-C port and a barrel connector. You don't see barrel connectors very often. I wonder, I hope you can power it from the USB-C port. That would make my life much easier, but I don't know yet. So just for grins here, I'm going to see if this will power up using this USB cable up here. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen here, unfortunately. Not coming to life. So this cannot be powered by the USB-C cable. I said this was the instruction manual earlier. I think Hivemapper should get their money back because you open the first page, it says Introduction. Before using your dash cam, we recommend that you read through this manual to ensure correct usage. There's no instructions in here. It's just the safety information. It doesn't tell you how to do anything. Don't do this, don't do that, don't cover the product, do not install the product in an environment, blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't tell you how to do anything, and then you're done with the English, and it turns to Portuguese and Italian. So we're just gonna wing it, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on, and I'm gonna go download the app. There we go, Hivemapper Companion. So let's go ahead and download this. Okay, so we have some options here. Connect dashcam Wi-Fi. So we're going to do that first. Select your Hivemapper dashcam Wi-Fi from the networks available below. I guess it's that one. Save this network? Sure. So while we're doing this in the app, you can see, oh, that light just turned green. So we're doing some kind of update now. Everything turned purple. It says it's uploading firmware. So now we're going to connect wallet, authenticate, wallet connected, Frank Silver Giraffe. Connect to the dash cam here. So right now the firmware I'm running is 0.10.5. So we just got a little explanation of things here. Dashcam can go hive mapping for hours without the app. Pair the app to download images at your convenience. Top light turns yellow when app connection is required. Sounds good. Oh, it's still updating firmware in the background. So now I can use the app to get the camera in the right location. Let me work on that and I will get back with y'all. Alright, so I got it installed now. Unfortunately, I just have the cord kind of stringing down my dashboard, and it has a really bright red light down there now. But this cord wasn't long enough for me to really hide or do anything with it, so maybe I'll figure something better out than that in the future, but that's just how it is right now. You kind of have to tilt it up a little bit so you don't get any of your dashboard and the front of your car, because you just want the road. You don't want to show your dashboard or the front of your car. I'm just going to drive around and do my normal routine for now. I don't think I'm going to do any special driving around just to map honey tokens. I don't think you're going to come out ahead with the price of gas. Of course, this car is electric, so I'm going to be in a little bit better shape than most, but still, I'm mainly going to map when I'm already going somewhere. I'm not really going to drive anywhere special. Of course, tonight I may, because it's new and I want to try it out. So let's go unplug my car and go for a quick cruise. 2 blue lights. We want all 3. There we go, 3 blue lights.
I don't think I'm mapping. You see those numbers at the top of the screen, they're staying 0. So not sure why I'm not mapping. I just made a turn here onto another road. So I'm not exactly sure why I'm not mapping, but it doesn't appear that I am doing any good right now. So I'm going to turn around and go back towards my house. For some reason I am not mapping, and I don't know why. So you see all those 3 zeros up there at the top. It's not collecting any pictures from me currently. Oh look, I am mapping now, 42. I started to go back home, but now look, if you see the top, I am mapping. So I'm just going to continue to drive around in these neighborhoods back here for just a minute and see if this number keeps going up or what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and head back home. It's getting pretty late in the evening, and the sun is at a kind of a harsh angle, so that doesn't make for good mapping. I think there's an actual time in the evening that you kind of get cut off from mapping and it won't work anymore. So we're going to end it here for today. I will use it for a few days and then get back with y'all after I've tried it for a few days. So if you tap on it, it lets you know Dashcam Q phone uploaded today. So you can see there's 0 in the Dashcam queue because my phone is connected to it, so it instantly empties out. The phone is holding 700 pictures, I assume. I don't know what that 700 stands for, if it's pictures, frames, seconds of video, but my phone is holding 700 something, and then I haven't uploaded anything yet because I am not connected to my home Wi-Fi. I'm still connected to the Hivemapper. So when I turn my car off, my phone should connect to the home Wi-Fi and stop loading. Okay, so I'm connected to the home Wi-Fi. Let's see what happens here. There you go. So it is downloading from my phone to the internet right now. So the more I play with this, I'm finding out this is a Hivemapper, and then the dash cam was just a secondary thought. It is, wow, what just got destroyed in the road? Oh, so I'm on the first long drive with my Hivemapper, and I'm finding some unfortunate things out about it being a regular dash cam. Now, it seems to be doing its hive mapping activities just fine, but if you're thinking it can be a regular dash cam easily, I don't know about that. So if you see here, I just completely lost my maps and my podcast I was listening to, because evidently there's some kind of conflict between the wireless Android Auto and the Hivemapper. I'm just now learning about this, so we will do some experimenting and see how we can use both the wireless Android Auto and Hivemapper at the same time. Another interesting factoid I learned is, you see that USB-C dongle sticking out there? That seems to be how you get your dash cam video off of the Hivemapper. And I've looked through their facts, I've looked through everything I can look through on the internet, and I can't find any good instructions on how this actually works. So they do have instructions that say the USB drive has to be formatted to FAT32, and you have to have a folder in it that says recording in all lowercase. And that brings up more problems. This little USB stick that I have, it will not format to FAT32. Windows 10 that I have seems to only give me the exFAT option, and that's not the same as FAT32, evidently. I've Googled that, and that's what Google told me. So I'm not sure how to get that to FAT32. I did format it to exFAT with recording, and we're gonna see if that works. I did bring another USB stick with me that I was able to format to FAT32, so I'm gonna use this one for half the drive and the other one for half the drive and see what happens. But I am really bummed that I can't be using Android Auto and the camera at the same time as a dash cam, because I always use Android Auto. I've been using it for, it's so windy. That bag just blew across the road. I've been using wireless Android Auto for years, so if these aren't going to be compatible, I don't know, I'm going to have to make some tough choices. Do I prefer Android Auto Maps, or do I want to make some honey crypto? I don't know. So anyway, this is just my first driving impressions. We will see how to get this dash cam video off as soon as I get home tonight. I will see what happens. Now, there's no indication when you plug this in that it's doing anything. So I have no idea how this works. Do you have to have it plugged in all the time and it records directly to it? Or do you like plug it in at the end of your drive and it uploads to it, and then that's, I just don't know. There's no indication on the lights or anything that anything different is happening. I don't even know if it's recording the dash cam video. I'm on the return trip here back towards my house. I'm using the other USB stick that has the FAT32 file system on it to see if I get a dash cam video this time, but there's still no indication that it's recording anything to the dash cam. There's nothing in the app that says dash cam mode enabled. There's no lights blinking. There's nothing happening. I just plugged in a stick and I'm hoping it works. There's no way to tell if it's working or not. Maybe if the devs watch my video, I mean, that's a suggestion to give dash cam mode a little extra attention. We're using this as a dash cam as well. We don't want two dash cams hanging in our window. Of course, we want to map your honey token and work for the Hive network to get some of that honey, but we also need a dash cam, and I'm just not sure it's doing anything right now, unfortunately. But we will find out. Once I get back to the house here, I will get in the editing bay and I'll talk to y'all again here in just a second. So one more thing I need to note here, wireless Android Auto certainly won't work with this, but I was able to still use the Bluetooth connection with my car and be connected to the Hivemapper app at the same time. So I'm still not happy about that. I would rather be able to use Android Auto because that's where my maps are. I mean, I need to know where I'm going. The built-in navigation in the Ioniq 5 is crap. So at least I can listen to my podcast and listen to music, but I am certainly not happy about losing Android Auto. So hopefully that gets corrected too. That's a major issue. All right, guys, Crazy Postman here in the editing bay. I have got to apologize. We are already at 23 minutes. I cannot make a short YouTube video. It just is not in me to make a short video. I wished I could, because I swear I hate editing. I have been in here for 8 hours editing this, and I hate it. So I wished I could make a short video, and I know y'all wished I could as well. But so I have some important information to report to you here. The first memory card, if you remember back here when I was driving with the short memory card in, where's it at? Right there. When I was driving with this memory card, I said it was exFAT. That did not work at all. It did not record anything. There was nothing on this drive. Now, this bigger USB drive, you can see here, it was FAT32, and I did record things to this drive. Now, it's not what you think, though. So, looking here, this is what it records. It is not a video. So, this is not dash cam video.
it records individual pictures, guys. So you can see August 5th, 9:11 p.m. If I scroll down, you can see all the different days that I drove with this car. So if I just pick a random time here, it's just one picture. You can't play it as a regular video. You gotta sit here and click through it. It's not a video, it's just pictures. So you really gotta know what you're looking for to be able to use this as a dash cam. And one more thing that's absolutely mind-boggling. Let me show you how many pictures I've accumulated over the last few days. Look at this number here. 13,000, 14,000, 15,000. This is absolutely nuts. These are individual pictures, individual JPEG files on this flash drive. 21,832 pictures on this flash drive. That is absolutely crazy. It is not a video. Yeah, I can find a random one and click on it and see the picture, but it's not video, guys. These are individual pictures. I don't know. Maybe this isn't a bad thing. I just was not expecting this. I was expecting a dash camera where I could pull up a video and watch it. So obviously the Hivemapper camera this is what it records. It takes pictures and sends these pictures up to the Hive database, whatever, to make the maps. So this works perfectly for them. Is this even a dash cam? This is just literally its pictures that it's using for its own purpose, and it's just saving them onto a hard drive if you have a hard drive plugged in. Is this really a dash cam? My mind is blown. I didn't know I was going to be getting 22,000 JPEGs instead of video. Now, I wonder what's going to happen when this hard drive becomes full. Is there going to be any warning that the hard drive is full, that you need to delete some of your JPEGs? Will it automatically overwrite the oldest ones? I doubt it. This looks just like a regular file system, and once it's full, it's going to be full. And there's no indication on the Hivemapper to tell you that it's recording to the USB, that there's a problem, that it's working, that it's not working. So your USB could fill up and it would quit recording these pictures, and you would not know that you don't have a dash cam. Of course, you don't really have a dash video camera anyway. You have a dash picture camera. Well, guys, I'm going to have to just go ahead and end this episode out. There's no good way to end this. I'm just going to have to say to be continued. I'm going to use it for about a month, and then I'll make an update episode with more experience after about a month's time, and then I'll let y'all know how much I've earned during this last month. So look for another video sometime in September over the Hivemapper project. So you can see here my little corner of Oklahoma. For some reason, I have driven between Altus and Lawton. For some reason, the middle is not there. So I don't know if the quality control people decided that my video wasn't good enough or what. But I have definitely driven from Altus all the way to Lawton several times. Not exactly sure why the middle is still gone here. But you can see where I have worked. It's a little bit of a hotter color, pink or purple, whatever color this is. So again, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and watching this really long first impressions review here. Now remember, the Hivemapper seems to do what it's supposed to do perfectly fine. It does appear to be mapping. I am earning some honey tokens already. I'm not logged in on this computer, unfortunately. I do it on my other computer. So if you can just picture, yeah, I can't show you, dang it. So you can just sit here and train this AI to your heart's content, and evidently you will earn a very small amount of honey token from doing this. I think that's how it works. I'm not exactly sure. I am just learning all of this. I haven't done any research beforehand. I just came in blind, and I'm sure some of y'all are just screaming at the screen. You're doing it wrong, crazy postman. Why are you doing it this way? Well, I'm just in the process of learning. So I'm going to keep learning. Season 1 Trailblazers. What is this about? Trailblazer photo contest. Well, I haven't looked at any of this, guys. I just was clicking through things and I just tripped over this. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and end this episode out. It's getting ridiculously long. I will see y'all in about a month's time, and I will give you a better update on what I've learned over the last month and how much I've earned. So thanks for watching this episode, and I will see y'all in the next one.